Hey, what's up, guys? Sir11 here with an anime review of Noragami. Noragami means stray god in English. But, yeah, just getting into the review. I think I said this before, but Noragami is the strongest anime of the spring season. It was one of the first animes of this season I saw, I think. Or was it Space Dandy? Either way, this anime was one of the first ones I watched, and it kept its place as #1 anime this season. From the story to the animation to the music. Um, I'm not sure if Nisekoi. I'm not sure if I can say that Nisekoi has better animation, but there are just like strange scenes in Nisekoi where there might be flowers or plants. They're animated very well all over the screen, but I don't know. Noragami's animation just looks nice. So the story is about a lesser-known god called Yato, and he wears a jersey and a bandana. He goes around helping people for 5 yen in hopes of them spreading his name around and making him more popular. And unlike other gods, Yato doesn't have a shrine. And I think there was this whole thing where like the more people that believe in you, the more people that worship you or pray to you, you get more things or something like that. So yeah. And I would prefer if you've already seen the anime, but there will be minor spoilers in this video, so deal with it or just go watch it and come back to this. I think the first episode kind of changes where the manga starts off. It starts off in a school, but it doesn't really finish the scene that's going on there. And I think the manga does finish the scene and everything, so there are a few differences. I don't know why they make differences between the anime and manga. I hope they know that people don't like that, but whatever, I might have to read that eventually. And some people told me to read the manga from the beginning, and others told me to start at chapter 12 because chapter 12 is right after the stuff in the anime, or I think it's somewhere around there. And yeah. So there are these things called phantoms, and I think they normally come out when people have bad feelings, ill feelings, and they can influence how people act or behave. I don't really know that much to say about the phantoms. The gods are trying to destroy these phantoms. So whenever there's a phantom or something, Yato or maybe another god will go out and kill them. And really a lot of the small details in this series are very well thought out, or really well thought out. Very well, that doesn't make any sense. And let me see. A lot of series you come up with this concept and then you start adding more stuff to it over time. And I think Noragami knows as a series it knows what it has, and it knows all the rules and everything about what's in the series. So the gods, there are other gods, as I said before. The gods are able to use weapons to defeat the phantoms, and these weapons are people that used to be alive but they died, and they can transform into various things such as swords, guns, whips, and even lions. I think so far the weapons can only turn into one weapon, or in the series they're called shiki, but I'd rather say weapon. Or, well, no, shiki sounds better. The shiki, they can turn into for example, one of the shiki turns into a sword, and that's it. I'm not trying to say that they can turn into more than one thing, because as far as I know, they can't. And some can turn into guns, whips, lions, other stuff. And after, this is all in the first episode. Well, right now it's in the first episode. After Yato's current weapon quits, he's still doing odd jobs and everything, and he tries to get a cat for one of his jobs because there's a lost cat. So he sees the cat and he's walking out, and there's this whole thing where the gods and their weapons, they aren't really seen by people. I think it was mentioned that babies and dogs can see them, but it's kind of hard for other people to notice them. But this girl is able to notice him. This girl named Hiyori, she's a high school student. I think she might be I don't know, she could have been in middle school by the time the series started, but I'm not sure. So she's able to see him, and she tries to push him out of the way of an incoming truck. And by doing this, she gets hit. She turns into a half phantom, and that's where the whole thing comes in, where she's trying to get Yato to help her get her body back. And I don't know if this plot's gonna be explored into the end or something. I feel like it's not really a main point of the series. I know it's important and everything, but I feel like it's something that will be handled towards the end of the story, because right now it almost seems like it doesn't really matter. But when she turns into a half phantom, she gains a tail, and she's like stronger in it. She's stronger and everything, and she's like into she's into like I guess you could say like martial arts and everything. She's watching that kind of stuff, so she starts doing that when she's fighting and everything. And I think the story is pretty good because it deals with Yato's past as a god, and it also deals with the weapons adjusting to being dead and everything. And there's just great character development overall. So yeah, you'll be able to notice that. And besides Yato and Hiyori, there are other characters such as other gods and Yukine, who becomes Yato's new weapon. And Yukine, I won't say much about him, but I hate this character. Like, I really hate this character. If you've seen the series, you know why I hate him. And if not, you'll find out why I hate him. If I was a god in the series, I would have killed him. That's how much I didn't like his character. But yeah, there's great character development for most of the characters, but I just don't like Yukine, and I'm sure a lot of people don't like Yukine. Not every episode in this series is perfect, but overall it's a great series. It's also very funny. It made me laugh a few times, and there's like subtle hints of romance in there, which I also thought were pretty good. And the anime goes on in a different direction than the manga after episode 9, or at least that's what I've been told. They didn't really make it that far in the manga, because I mean, they only have 12 episodes, and they only made it around chapter 12, and the last 3 episodes weren't even canon material, or they could have been canon material. Someone said it was a side story. I didn't investigate this or anything. Like, this is just what someone told me, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't know. I guess the manga didn't really have a high note in like the next few chapters, so I guess they had to come up with something to end it on a high note, and they did, because it's pretty good. The final few episodes, like what goes on and everything. And the show also does explore some problems with society. Like, there's an episode where they're at school, and I mean, you just have to watch it. But I thought things were gonna get a lot darker. It was dark, but what I was thinking was completely different. Cause I was thinking something else. But yeah, you should. I don't know. This is a bad review. There aren't that many fights in the series, but there are some, and they're nice because the gods have different weapons and everything. Because, I mean, if everyone had the same weapon, that'd be boring. But, yeah. And the opening, it sounds like a band song. It's good, but I wasn't really too fond of it. I'm sure some people liked it. Now, the ending is what I really like. The ending is really good. I like it because, there's even humming in it. You have this girl singing, and then someone's humming over her singing. I'm just like, wow, this is so good. It sounds great. So, go listen to that ending. And overall, Noragami is a great series. It was one of the first few animes of this season that I saw, and it kept its position as the best anime. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. The manga should be coming out in English soon, so go ahead and support that. And if you haven't looked at some of the manga artwork, go ahead, because it's pretty beautiful. And thank you for watching, and if you would like to, go ahead and follow me on Twitter or like me on Facebook. Peace.